Hi, Libra. How are you guys doing? How's it going? Y'all know I'm all extra nervous because I haven't been on camera in so long, and then I have to start myself over again to get used to it. But honestly, you never get used to it. You never really do. What is this one trying to do? How y'all been? Look, 2 of damn cups. Ain't that some shit? My favorite card, right? To my day ones. And no, I'm going to stick it back. How are y'all? Well, let me get into y'all energy on, so we can get the show on the road. There's so much to do and so much to see in there, Libra. You have some fish to fry on at all sizes and costs is what I'm hearing. Because you know how they say you have bigger fish to fry? This feels more like a variation of things here going on. For you, it feels like you are going to have an open mind and you're going to not box yourself in. You're not going to close yourself in. So, one day you might be at some luxurious, the next time you might be at the hole in the wall. But I feel like you're going to get great experiences here. You're being pulled out into different things to get some inspiration here. So it's like your soul is wanting inspiration. So you're going to be very attracted to like unique events. I'm seeing like the monster trucks. Oh, okay, shit, I might do that too. I haven't been to a monster truck show since I don't know, maybe I was 8 or 9 or something like that. But it's going to be stuff like that, okay? It's a very event field kind of energy, but it's different though. It's like, I'm going to an art gallery or, just things you don't like really do all the time. It's like, I think you're going to make it a positive habit to do more of what you don't usually do. Some of you could kind of get sleepy a lot more than usual. Oh no, they're saying that's like hazy, like foggy thoughts, like was that a dream or did that really happen kind of thing. A lot of deja vu could come in here. A lot of y'all could develop a strong interest for timelines, parallel shifts, a lot of metaphysics. All right, well, welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond, and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. I'm so shy. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read Braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is open. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me and patience. So much more is coming up with updates and readjustments and things, especially including the PBE School. So thank you guys who are staying for the archive and just supporting the channel at $1.99. We're going to get all that together too. What we're going to do this week is just wrap up this year, and it's going to be, this is your Libra, you're going to keep getting your sun sign. Taurus is going to keep getting their sun sign, but then whatever your Venus placements are, that's where we're going with the zodiac. So we're going to throw the sun signs in the vault. And so to those of you who are new and want to stay, please be sure to check out your Venus placements, because that's what the readings will be based around on that. And I hope to see all you attending the parade throughout the week, because we're going to do a good old favorite Friday lineup, okay? All right, and so to those of you who are new, those are like the favorite celebrities that the alumni of the favorite Friday lineup used to love to get readings on, okay? All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right, here we go. We're going to get some general, and then I think we'll look at love. I think. See, High Priestess. 5 of Cups. This looks familiar. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, so I'm not tripping. So, to those of you who've been watching me since last week and you noticed that I was dealing with some mental things, I think that's a collective thing here. There's a lot of people needing to get their mental health in check. And a large part of that is due to they're saying the truth about Christmas. So we're in the holidays, so it's time to talk about the holidays a little bit. So if you pay attention to the roots, the root word of Christmas and at the end with must means to mask. So MAS means to mask. So technically that word kind of really means the masking of Christ, right? So many scholars have proven that Jesus was not born on that day. But what we do know is that the 25th of December is the longest, darkest day of the year. It's during the winter solstice. And what I feel like is happening here mentally and emotionally for us all is that we're awakening. And this is the lesson in that they're saying. It's like, when you choose to awaken, you're not just getting activated and getting all these awesome downloads, but you have to get the dark side that comes to that too. So when you ask to awaken, you're going to awaken to dark things too. And I think that's what's happening here. It's like the holidays aren't going to hit like they used to because we can see now. So we're not distracted by all of the decorations and things like that. And I feel like some of us are going to eventually, within the next 2 to 3 years, start to wonder what to do in that space and that time. And one thing I am seeing, though, it is, I'm hearing recluse, but it is about really sheltering and protecting yourself and your soul. Because I'm hearing stragglers and everything. You know how they say the veil starts to thin in October and during Scorpio season and stuff. But I just feel like the biggest impact is December 25th. And a lot of truth is going to continue to come out, whether it's by choice, like, by you doing your research and finding it on your own, or just intuitively you'll start to feel it. And then you will end up connecting dots like, oh, maybe this is what's really happening. And I could promise you 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. It's they're calling it like, it's a little deeper than when you find out Santa isn't real. Santa, Satan. See what I'm saying? And it's like, but I feel like a lot of us won't really be surprised, when whatever we wake up to. And I don't feel like it's something we'll try to push or parade around or try to convince other people to not celebrate, or however you want to deal with it, because you can always alchemize it into what it was meant, what they wanted us to believe it was, so that they could harvest our energy, because y'all know that's what that is, right? Back then there were dark rituals that was practiced with it, and they did it in a way where they could harvest energy on the entire earth. So, because if you notice, like, it's not just North America that knows what Christmas is, it's a global thing. And what they do when everybody is in sync like that, just like they tell y'all about the celebrities when they perform and you have like thousands of people in one arena screaming and dancing at the same accord, that is a lot of energy to harvest. That's why they always used to say like, oh, Beyonce just sucking y'all energy away, because that's a very true thing. And so when it comes to these holidays and things, especially the ones that's more global, they use it a lot. And see, and when it's like real dark like that on the 25th, it really was pulling the wool over our eyes. We were like, oh, jingle bells, and then you have all these songs, everybody singing these songs in unison, and all that stuff play a role in frequency. And what they were doing, instead of allowing it to, shift the consciousness of the earth, they were siphoning that energy around in that time. And that's what we're feeling here. Well, that's nice to know. Y'all know how it be. I'm learning as I'm pulling from, like, because I'm a Libra, to those of you who are new. So I'm just like, oh, this is what it is? Because I never looked into it. I just knew. And I just know I need to get healthy and stuff like that, and realign and get some weight off of me and all of that kind of stuff, and eat the things that I need to eat, is because it's my body telling me like, hey, get it together. It's going to get worse or rough if you don't. And I think for all of you, just go ahead, and if you're already in the gym, congratulations. If you're already being active and changing your diet and stuff, congratulations. If not, please prepare and plan to do so, because it's going to be a thick winter. And we've already been having snow like crazy. But for me, some of it feels very simulated, right? I enjoy it though, nevertheless. But it feels very, very, very simulated. Look at the heartache here. We're leaving out of all of this. So I don't even know what Christmas is going to be like in the next 5 years, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be like really different. Four of Cups, King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. I feel like the children are going to start demanding, answers to religion. Some are getting very curious about that. So please, Libra, I think for it to be coming out in your reading, maybe you used to be someone who used to host Bible study or people saw you as an example and a leader in different places of worship in that way, you're going to find yourself evolving back into that, but in a way where you're teaching holistic healing and embracing that with the youth. So a lot of you will start getting back involved with the youth, but more so to comfort them and their network of believing, because the thing is, if you don't have hope and faith, you lose purpose, you know. So we want to find a way to keep that alive, and that's what they played on with us. Actually, when you think about Christmas and Santa Claus and all that kind of stuff, it's that magic. Like we are, that's how we are. Y'all, I ain't done this in so long. I'm like, how did I used to do the threes? All right, more general messages for Libra here. A lot of internal work, a lot of emotional balance here. I feel like you're going to be very, I'm hearing, be careful with me. Okay. And Cardia, Libra. Yeah, but it's just you. You're going to be so sensitive, Libra. So sensitive. I see some of you needing to just soak your feet and just always ground in a way where, I think for you, Libra, it didn't feel like just putting your feet in soil on the grass and stuff. Ooh, I just twitched. Why did this stuff only happen when I'm on camera? But when I'm not on camera, like the weird stuff don't really happen. And so I guess the nose itch is going to start coming back too. But for me, it's like you would like water in with the sand at the bottom for your grounding. Okay. Some Librian shit, luxurious kind of like... Okay, Page of Cups. Let me see what the World card. Justice card. Excuse me, channeling. Queen of Swords. I feel like too, there are some things that's gonna come up that people are really gonna have to give you your flowers. They're gonna have to really let you know, like, you were right. So anything that may come to mind that you want to predict, or anything you have a feeling about, anything you feel passionate about speaking on, do not be afraid to do that, because it's going to come out, and they're going to have to hand it over to you. Another thing I am picking up here that I picked up on in personal reading, and I also have been picking up on in the collective readings, to those of you who have already checked that out, I'm seeing this very largely for the women. Again, I keep saying, I feel like in the summertime, there'll be a lot of opportunities for you. And it has to do with business and stuff like that. There's a lot of programs and stuff that's going to be rolling out for women. So what you want to do is like really get your shit together and get yourself aligned to receive these things. You know, don't be late to the party. See, Nine of Pentacles. So it's about like really, working on yourself. Listening to God's voice here. So your love is going to be very interesting, because to me it looks like I'm not. It's like you're being called to really work on yourself. So it looks like I'm tying into this one. More messages for Libra. Oh my goodness. See, Tower card. Yeah, breakthroughs. So tear downs for breakthroughs. Who is this Emperor right here? Magician card. Somebody's definitely praying for your recovery or success. There's a masculine energy here that really, really want to see you make it through, make it to the top, have your breakthroughs and your arrivals. Somebody here is in your corner with that. They're just, the way they show it is very stoic or like practical or something. It's not emotional though. So that's probably why you're not really, you either A, don't really think they care, or either B, you're not receiving it or feeling it because of how it's being put out there to you. All right, so whoever's cross-watching Libra, be a little more sensitive if you want them to get the message. Hierophant here with the Devil card. Okay, I feel like too, there is something that it's like I'm seeing Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, or like any scary character that was in the cartoons. You had Chucky Finster. You always had like a scary character and someone shaking in their boots. I feel like there will be something that you will witness or arrive to when it comes to these cliques and groups and stuff that may make you change your mind about occult kind of energy, or joining a group of something. Yeah, you're going to choose yourself. You're going to choose your own power and what you have going on. And I feel like it will be because you really will have something going on. I wanted to come out. All right, final messages for Libra, and then we'll look at your love. I'm hearing just a touch of love, just a touch of love. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So that's from Sister Act, and y'all know they played that song when Sister Mary Clarence took the other nuns out in the community. To merge them back with the community. It was, and they got the youth into the choir, attending church and stuff. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna choose like your level of community service is like, you know what? I don't want to join. Yeah, I don't want to be a debutante, or I don't want to go through the rite of passage or whatever. I just want to join something that's like in my face. I know what I'm doing. There is no secrets. When I arrive to this point or that point, I don't care about none of that. I want something I know I'm going to make impact on without having to second guess if I'll be able to do something based off of my value or you're not going to like being measured just to be able to participate in community affairs. See, 3 of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So yeah, a lot of you are about to get back to being in the community. Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles and that Knight of Wands. Some of you here in the Boys and Girls Club. For some of you, these are working with teenage men, teenage boys. I'm here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, some of you will be like working with guys, but you're girls. I see girls here even working with young teenage men, maybe teaching them about, how to talk to girls again and all that. It is. I like that. I like that. That's like something I would want to do. I love boys. I love men. Like, I've always been very close with them. They always wanted my point of view of things like that. So you guys may find something special, like some sort of niche in the community that you can do. And there is a lot of reintegrating that needs to take place, whether it's in faith, like religion, getting the kids back out into the community. There's a lot of teaching that needs to take place here with our youth, because I like I always told y'all, like, schools aren't going to be forever. Like, we're already getting funny about that now. I'm gonna tell you now, I don't trust no teachers at no schools no more. It's not like it used to be. So a lot of people are going to find out that you're better off homeschooling them. Or it's like I always told y'all, I saw this during the pandemic where you'll have your teachers come into the homes, and there will be like local centers too for just certain assignments and stuff. Maybe like when they need computer skills and stuff. It looks very independent. It doesn't look as unified as it used to be to attend school. That's going to change. A lot of people are not going to want to send their kids to school. They just not. It's going to be very hard for Trump and them to fix that. And I think they really know that. I think they're really trying to come up with something else. Now that they're getting down to the meat and potatoes of things, it's so corrupt. It's just not the same anymore. With the valuable lessons children can get from being a part of school, you were a part of community, and that's gone. All right, love for Libra. Love for Libra. Very quiet. A very quiet energy around. A very maybe patient. I thought I had my phone on silent, child. All right, let's see what you generally got for love. It's very quiet and patient. Oh, the Lover's card. You're healing. Yeah, you're healing. You know what to ask more for. Page of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups. Yeah, you're not for the conditions. The terms, conditions, policies, none of that. Like, this is send you running for the hills anytime you feel like somebody. I feel like, yeah, hold on. You're going to change your mind on something. What the heck is this? Why is this even intertwined with? Maybe you're going to put pressure on someone to stop masking business for how they really feel about you. You're going to snatch the curtains back on someone's feelings. You're going to snatch the mask off someone. They are coming to you disguising themselves, their love for you as business. I think my phone might have vibrated. I need to really put that on on silent. That's not working for me when I'm tapped in. I'm just like, oh, what was that? Because I'm really sensitive right now. Okay, there's a lot of cranium energy coming into here. So a lot of you may start, still continue to have some weird sightings, UFO experiences, or extraterrestrial experiences and stuff. Devil card with the 6 of Cups here. Love for Libra, Queen of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Yeah, you're not, you ain't going for the confusion. The minute you feel confused, it's like, you're just going to keep snatching back things, like peeling back the layers, just without fair warning too. Like, you might have, like, as an example, you might invite this person around you, but it's only to reveal themselves to you. Like, you'll just, yeah, it's like Scooby-Doo when they keep pulling the mask off. Mr. Such and Such. Like, yeah, you're not, you're gonna keep pulling masks off of people if you feel like they're not being themselves around you. Like, when it comes to love, Justice card with the 3 of Pentacles and the Magician card. Let me see. Chariot card with the 9 of Cups and the Judgment card. Yeah, so you're going to be very, now I wouldn't say critically judgmental, but like for you, there's just no room for, like, I don't think you're going to have patience with, like, you, like, seeing a person beneath the surface and just being okay with that. You're not. You're going to be like, that's not how you feel. And they'll be like, yes, I do that. That's not how you feel. Like, and then it's up to them how they take it, but you're not going to care. You're not going to care because you're going to, like, crave truth so much that you're not going to be comfortable with anybody masking anything, like the way they feel for you, or if they're hiding their emotions. Like, there's something strong coming in here for you, Libra. 2 of Pentacles, Empress card, 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Temperance card. Yeah, you're running out of your patience for this. So you're not going to doubt yourself. You're not going to second guess what you feel. If you feel someone feels away or you're going to act accordingly. And you don't care how bad it may hurt or how scared you are. You're pulling off masks. So in love, there's no partnership here. You're about to start challenging everything around you to show up. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Like, I'm not, you had time enough to sit on those emotions or hide how you feel, whatever. Like, you're not, you don't have the tolerance for people being afraid of how they feel, but, like, still just trying to be around you. It's like, no more of that. Okay, Hierophant with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Oh, I saw this before. Yeah, and I feel like, too, you could end up getting an invite for some sort of training. Maybe some sort of a magic training or something like that. It feels like something you would like. It stimulates the mind and imagination. And you can learn some cool stuff. So this, this gives like those courses that you take to just like brush up on your skill sets and things like that. And it's something you're going to feel like it's worth the investment. Some of you may even get some sort of, what do they call it? When they give you, like, they'll pay for you to do it. In a sense, it's like if you come and participate, we'll give you a certain amount of money. But I don't think it's like research centers or anything like that. So yeah, love ain't loving like it used to love. Libra is like trying to strip everything down around it or you, right? But all right, Libra, my name is Diamond. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go around. Bye.